All right, welcome in Pesky Paul YouTube channel, and once again we have ASG Golf. A little different play on this here, and this is something that I was confused about a little bit too, and I had to buy the game to really kind of understand it, and it's really cool. So, as much before, you can buy the the greatest decades pack of players, and I'm not a huge fan of that just because it's everyone in their prime, and when you play those things, the scores get really low. And so I like kind of going back and playing historical seasons and seeing how they match up to what really happened. I do that with baseball and football with second and 10. I love doing the ass played and just seeing what happens, seeing what the dice do, and so forth. So I bought the 99 season, as you can see here, and mainly I bought it before. Ron Juck had asked me this question, why I bought the season. It was the first season available at ASG in the Tiger era. I would love the 97 season just because of the Masters and his first win, and maybe they'll come out with that. So 99 season, it's a year before his historic season of 2000, which I'll play next. But so anyway, I bought the season. I think the season's $30, I want to say. And the game comes with Augusta National. Well, you pick one course. I picked Augusta National, and it comes with TPC Sawgrass. So all these tournaments here, and this is the full schedule, and these are all the actual fields. Um, they come with the quick play course, and what that means is that you don't actually see the course. You're rolling the dice to get a result for each hole, which is kind of like what you do I love player of the game golf with Downey games. It's kind of like that, which is pretty cool. You're shooting kind of score. In that one, I think you just shoot scores. You shoot like you roll the dice and you shoot a score for the round. And it's pretty cool. And so this is kind of the computerized version of that you can do. Now you can buy all these courses. I think Kapalua you can buy. I believe. I think most of these courses you can buy, but it gets expensive. I mean, it gets expensive, so it depends on kind of what you want to do and how you want to play. I mean, it's really fun to play. I mean, playing Augusta is pretty cool. So I'm still trying to figure out what course I'm going to buy right now. I think my plan is to buy all the majors for each year. So for instance, 99 coming down here, I have the Masters already, so I've got that. I've got TPC already, right? So I got the Players Championships. That's two tournaments I get to play out. Um, and then the U.S. Open in '99's at Pinehurst #2, which is a course I love. I mean, I've played before, so it's pretty cool. I mean, for those who play golf, it's pretty cool to kind of play courses you played before. So Pinehurst #2, I'll definitely buy that one just because it's cool to have in my library as well. Plus, it's a major. Um, and then the British Open this year is at Carnoustie, which isn't one of the more popular British Open courses. I mean, St. Andrews is kind of the course you want to get. So I'll probably get Carnoustie, and I'll probably get St. Andrews too, just because to have that's kind of your go-to course. And up here too, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy Pebble Beach. Haven't played Pebble Beach yet. It's on the bucket list. My dad has. Um, and I'll probably buy Pebble Beach because one, in future seasons, that's a major venue as well, and plus you have it at Pebble Beach. So I'll probably get that one too. All right, so I'm up to, that's how many courses? Like 5, 6 courses. So they're $20 a pop. So as I said, it gets expensive. That's the only downfall of this game. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I mean, for me. The PGA is at Medina. Okay, so I'll probably go ahead and pick that one up as well. And then the Tour Championship is not Canadian Open at Glen Abbey. Not like a real, like Tiger doesn't even play in this tournament that year. But once again, I used to go to the Canadian Open as a kid. I grew up in upstate New York. We used to go to the Canadian Open as a kid, like every year. And so I'll probably buy Glen Abbey because I know that course so well. I've never played it, but I've walked it. So I'll probably buy that one. Okay, even though that's kind of a Category B tournament, Tigers isn't playing that one. I'll probably go pick someone else to play with that week. And of course, the Ryder Cup is at the Country Club of Brookline, which is one of my favorite. I've never been there. I watched it on TV. I love kind of the history of it. I mean, if you know about Francis Ouimet and kind of it's the first country. It's called the Country Club because it's the first like country club in our country's history. That's why it's called the Country Club. It's not, some people call it the Country Club Brookline, but it's the Country Club, and so I'll buy that as well because once again they play majors there as well for later seasons I play. So I'm up to like what is that 7 courses now I'm doing. The Tour Championship is at Champions Golf Club. I'm not a big fan of that golf thing. It moves to East Lake in Atlanta down the line. East Lake is a course I've played in Atlanta. And I actually may buy East Lake, and I may actually play that one, which is kind of going against the whole history thing. I don't know yet. I'm debating that, but I think I may throw East Lake in there and make East Lake the course they always play the Tour Championship at. And just because I watched Tiger, I got to watch Tiger there up close and personal in his prime. I got to stand behind him. I could reach out and touch his club if I wanted to. And this is Tiger prime, and I saw him hit a drive. I mean, it was pretty. I mean, it's pretty cool to be that close to regardless what you feel about Tiger as a person. And I get all that stuff, but in terms of his golf talent, to stand close to a dude that is going to be talked about when I'm dead and long gone, they'll still talk about Tiger Woods. So they talk about Bobby Jones, they talk about Walter Hagen, they talk about, obviously Nicholas is still alive with us, but some of the guys who passed away, Ben Hogan, to know I was there is pretty cool. So all these things. So I'm gonna do that. So anyway, I've started playing the first tournament. All right, so I'm gonna show you how this works. We're gonna go and finish up the 4th round with Tiger Woods, and you can play this pretty quick, which is pretty cool. Okay, and let me pull it back up in here. Opens up. Okay, and you can do a quick play around where you just play the round and it gives you results too. So anyway, here's the leaderboard. Chris Perry is at 15 under par. Tiger is at 12 under. Steve Pate at 10 under. Once again, this is the tournament in real life that David Duval went off. David Duval shot, I think he shot a 59 at one of the rounds, and won this thing by a bunch of shots, and kind of was his kind of prime year at 99. So here's the scoreboard. So same thing with the groups. You can go down here and pick who you play or watch. Now, playing and watching, when you play quick play, it's the same exact thing. You're not really making decisions. You're rolling the dice. So if I do Leonard and I do Scott Simpson, it's all the same thing. Okay, so keep that in mind. There's no decisions you're making. Unlike yes, if you watched my video with Arnold Palmer yesterday, I was making decisions about hitting a cut shot, about choosing clubs, and all that stuff. You're not making decisions. You're just kind of rolling the dice and playing to see how they are. So we'll do that. So we'll do, since Chris Perry, I'm playing with Chris Perry, we'll do, watch and play makes no difference, but we'll do that right there. All right, so we're going to watch Chris Perry play as well. So we're going to tee off right now, and of course, Tiger and Chris Perry tee off late. Only 30 guys in this tournament. This is kind of the beginning of the year just for winners tournament playing. And so that's kind of how that works. So here we go. So it's actually the actual course. You get the quick play course. So this is hole 1 at Kapalua. It's 520 yards. It's a par 4. You can see the scoring average is a little over par. So it's a tough hole here. And we're going to swing, and it gives you your score for Chris Perry. He makes a bogey. So good news for Tiger. Bogey 5 right there. So he's done. You can breeze through this. So Tiger Woods now, what's he need? And Tiger makes a par. So that's a good par right there. So boom, we're off to the next hole. Boom, just like that. So you can cruise through this, and it's fun. I mean, it's just like rolling dice on the quick play games from Downey, which I love. But instead of like having, to put the stuff in your own spreadsheet and everything, it does it for you. So like even if this game, even if now I'm not sure I'd do it for this because it's expensive, but even if like all this game was the computerized version of Downey games, and that's all it did, it'd be pretty cool. I still would buy it and kind of go through seasons, do that way. The fact that you also have the courses that you can play and buy, and they're so much fun to play. And once again, this game like hits everything I like about a game, and I'm a golf fan too, but so that helps too. If you don't like golf, I guess it's not going to quite do it for you, but it's so cool. It's so cool. I'm glad I bought it. No buyer's remorse. Like sometimes you buy games, you go, oh man, why I'm not sure I'm going to like this, but this one is for real. So, all right, um, second hole. This is 218-yard par three. Chris Perry makes a par. All right, Tiger is two back now. Makes a bogey. So once again, Tiger goes with the three back on that par three. And Steve Pate, 11 under par. He's right there. Freddie Couples is 3 under par today. He's at 10 under par. So Freddie Couples doing a good job there. Tough par four again, 380. Stroke average is 4.11. And Perry birdies it. So 15 under par. Big birdie for Perry there. Let's see if Tiger can kind of get back in the game here. And Tiger birdies. So 2 birdies. And we go on now to the fourth hole, which is a short par four. It's a birdie hole. Perry is up now 12 under. Fred Couples at 10 under par for the tournament there. Perry with a par. Tiger with a bogey. So Tiger having a tough day today. Tiger's one over par. Can't quite get it going. 4 shots back. Fifth hole, 530 yards. Tiger's birdied this every day this week. There's a birdie for Perry. Let me see Tiger. Fifth hole. Tiger, the first round he bogeyed it. And he went birdie. And Tiger's first in driving distance. He's 14th in fairways. So it keeps all your stats too. Even though you're playing the quick play. It keeps all your stuff. And this is the first term of the year, so there's no money list right now. Greens, 11th. This is out of 30 players now, so keep that in mind. 1 in putts and sand saves, so that's why he's up there. All right, Tiger. There's a par for Tiger. So Tiger is still 5 shots back now. That's a bad par in that par 5. So Tiger falling back. Chris Perry trying to get the first one of the year. He gets a par there. Par 4. Tiger with a par. Couple still at 10 under par. No one's making really big moves here. All right, par 4. 5-6 long par 4. And a bogey. So that's big. Let's see if Tiger can make a birdie here and make up 2 shots. Makes a par. All right. So 15 to 11. Let's see, couple still at 10. It's still kind of a 4-man race right now with Tiger, Couples, Pate, and Perry with chances to win. But Perry in the driver's seat here. Perry makes a par. Let's see what Tiger does in the par 3. Tiger makes birdie. So Tiger back to even for the day, 12 under for the tournament. He is 3 shots back. Couples has birdied again. He's at 11 under par. He's 4 under for the day. So Couples, this is a par 73, by the way. So par 73. So par 5, short par 5, birdie hole, and Perry birdies it. Tiger needs to keep pace here. And Tiger pars it. So that's not good. Tiger par and par 5s is not what he does. So he's 4 back now. Short par 4 and a birdie for Perry again, 17 under par. So Perry's trying to pull it away a little bit. Tiger pars. So now it's a 5-shot lead for Chris Perry as Couples has fallen back to 10 under par as well. So 5-shot lead, 11th hole right now, par 3, and a bogey for Perry. And a birdie for Tiger. So Tiger not dead yet. He's 3 back. Steve Pate's 3 back as well. Pate's playing above at 13th hole. He's 2 holes ahead of these guys. Jeff Sluman from Rochester, New York, my hometown, purchased his 4th straight hole to move the 10 under par. Good job for Jeff Sluman. Let's see how Tom Watson's doing. Tom Watson, my favorite. He's in this. He must have won a tournament in '98. And I can't remember which one that was, but he's in this. He's +4, so. All right, Sluman moving up the charts there as well. All right, let's see. 12th hole. And a bogey for Perry. So the pressure is getting to Perry. Tiger with his red shirt on. He's charging in the 12th hole. And a birdie for Tiger. El Tigre is one shot back. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is a fun game. I mean, even this is fun. Um, I mean, great game. Great game. Richard Hanna, you are a genius. Chris Perry with a bogey again. He falls to 14 under, so he's now 1 over for the day. And a par for Tiger. As we go on now. So now we got them all 14, 14, paid at 13, couples at 11. Couples can get in the clubhouse here. He goes ahead and gets another birdie in there, gets to 12 maybe, and sit in the clubhouse. Maybe you can kind of win one or get in the playoff. We'll see. Here's Perry, 14th hole, par 4, short par 4. This is a birdie hole right here, and he makes a par. So Tiger right now can birdie this one and take the lead, and he makes a par. All right. So there we go. 14 under, 14 there. What happened to Freddie? Couple, 7 under par. What the hell did he do? He must have quadrupled something. What did Freddie do? Made an 8 on 17. Holy crap, Freddie Couples. It's pretty cool, man. You can go check on the scorecards to see what happened. You know, it's pretty cool, man. This is a cool game. All right, 15th hole, par 5, playing 4.68 stroke at birdie hole right here. Par 5s are birdie holes. Tiger's not taking advantage of them this week though that much. And a birdie for Chris Perry right there. Let's see if Tiger can keep pace. And another par. So Tiger is on the pars is struggling today. On the par 5s, I should say. Let's take a look. So on the 5s, I mean, he is, let's see, he's 1 under for the tournament on that par 5. He's 2 under, 4 under. He's six under in par 5s this week. I mean, but he usually does better than that, though. But I don't know. He's 1 back now. Let's go to short par 4, 16th hole. Perry with a 1-shot lead. He makes a par. Let's see if Tiger can come up clutch here on 16. Tiger makes a par. So 1-shot lead still. 17th hole. Par 4, a long par 4. This is a par is like a birdie here. And Steve Pate's in the clubhouse 69. Jim Furyk's in the clubhouse 69. So Steve Pate at 14 under. That could be a pretty good spot for Mr. Pate right there. He's sitting there signing the scorecard and watching on TV. Let's take a look. Makes a big par for Perry. That's a big par right there. 18 is kind of a birdie hole, I believe. So this is big. So here, big for Tiger. And Tiger makes a bogey. Oh, Lord Almighty. So Tiger falls to 2 back now. And really, it's now down to, I mean, you can have a 2-shot swing. So par 5, this is a birdie hole with a long par 5. And to kind of give you an idea of Perry at 18, he has, he eagled it on Thursday, bogeyed it on Friday, parred it on Saturday. So he's done it all, but he's kind of in the schizo hole. Tiger has birdied it, parred it, birdied it. So we'll take a bogey and a birdie here. Would be nice to get Tiger's first one of the golf season. And a birdie for Perry. So now he goes to 16 under par. So the only way Tiger can do anything now is he has to hold out his second shot and make a double eagle, which Ron Jucka did on his show not long ago. But you never know. He makes a bogey, so he falls back even further, and that is it. That is it. Let's go to the summary out of here. That's the win. Chris Perry gets the win. Let's see if do I X out of this? What do I do here? I'm still learning a little bit of this game. There we go. So there it is. So Chris Perry gets the first win of the year, 16 under par. He gets fell $468,000. Not bad for a little weekend. Scoring average, driving distance. Look at Freddie Couples up there. Boom, boom. So good stuff in here. So we're gonna play. I'm gonna play the season out. I may go pick up the 1960 season, which is the first season there, and you've got Ernie in his prime, and Jack is an amateur. Jack plays in all the majors that year, 1960, and competes in them too. He kind of challenges in a few of them, and so I think in the 1960 I'm going to play as Arnie and Tiger. I mean Arnie and Jack, um, and then kind of have the dueling Tiger and Jack dynasties kind of go at each other and see who can who can get the most majors, most wins, all that stuff there too. So that's kind of my plan for that. It's going to take some money, but it's okay. It's just money, right? It's just money. It's fun. But great game again. Great game. All right, I'm gonna have some baseball up here soon. I got to do some Red Sox and Yankees from 1941. They got a big 3-game series in August. I'm going to do that. I've got a July series with the Tigers in 1991, Red Sox and Tigers, and the Red Sox are playing well in that one. Both my baseball dynasties, the Red Sox are playing really well right now. So we'll do some baseball up there, and I got to do some World Cup. I got a match with Germany, the USA, 2014 World Cup, a match with Germany for the U.S. to advance into the knockout round. They need to draw the game or lose by only a goal, and they get in against Germany, which is a tall task. I'll have that up there too, and that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys.